Samita. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to establish a sense of self beyond your ego. Beyond your ego, what does that mean? Our ego is what gives us a narrative about life, and our ego is what gives us a sense of identity in this world. However, there is a part of us, the self, the soul, if you may call it, that's beyond even our ego. And usually when we are operating from our ego, it's very easy to succumb to hierarchies. I am lesser than or more than somebody else. It's very easy to get caught up in insecurities, very easy to get caught up in a lot of things that do not really serve us in our growth and our journey. So how to establish a sense of self beyond your ego? Learning that will teach you how to be much more confident, much more at peace with yourself, and bring about much more harmony in your lives. I've said much so many times. Anyway, let's get into it. Now there are 3 pointers to this video. I've reduced the pointers because every time I have 5 or more points, I always mess up the order. So point number 1, tapping into the observer in you. Now everybody has that part of themselves that's like a witness. In Sanskrit, it's called the Sakshi Bhav, that basically witnesses your emotions, your mind, your thoughts. The part of you basically that is aware of what's happening in your mind, what's happening in life, that is sort of beyond the ups and downs and acts more like an observer. So this part of you is a witness to your changes, your growth, who you were before, who you are now, and this is the part of you that is constant. This part of you has always been there. This part of you you've carried through your childhood, through your adolescence, and into adulthood. So this is essentially who you are beyond everything. You are the observer. You are looking at your life like it's a movie. And tapping into this state of being where you're observing your feelings gives you that much more awareness about what you're feeling, where it's coming from, what is the purpose of this feeling, what it's trying to teach you. Basically, by tapping into being the observer, gives you more awareness about why what's happening to you in this life is happening, and it sort of empowers you more to have more acceptance. And awareness always brings about the ability to control things, not in a way that makes you a control freak, but you control the narrative of your life. You control what you take from a situation and what you let go of. So being the observer really helps you to connect yourself beyond your sense of identity that is connected to what you own, how much money you make, how many people you know, how many friends you have, who you know, what you do, etc, etc. There's a part of you that is beyond all of these definitions, and the more we try to understand our inner selves beyond the labels that the world has for our identity, the more empowered we'll feel in any situation, no matter where we are in our lives. Building on some of the things I said under point 1 is point 2, detaching the hierarchies, detaching from external things that you associate yourself with or you're identifying yourself with. So by that I mean, if you, there's an airplane. Wow, the plane is going and going. Is it gone? It's gone. Still going. Flying. Whoa. So point number 2 essentially is detaching yourself from external hierarchies. So it is very common for us to feel really defined by our position at work, or defined by the people who love us, or defined by how much wealth we have, where we live, what we do, etc, etc, etc. And I know that the world of hierarchy exists for a reason. We are here to do the best we can, to strive for more, to dream, and comparison is inevitable sometimes in day-to-day life. However, know that you are beyond all the things that are in the external world. And by this I mean, you are not your job, you are not even your name, you are not what you do, you are not who you love, you are not defined by anything that is outside of you. You are a being of the universe. You are a being of the universe that is here for a reason, for a purpose, and God or the divine deemed you worthy enough to be here and to exist in this human form, to have this lifetime, and that's worth cherishing and honoring. So who you are goes way beyond what you do, way beyond external factors. Connect it more to your energy, the energy that you carry, what you bring into spaces. When you walk into the room, do people feel uplifted and comforted by your presence, or do they feel averted to you? Gauge these subtleties. Think about what makes you you in subtler terms. You know, your energy, your vibrancy, your identity that's beyond anything in the external world that you could associate with it. Essentially, when you do dig deeper, you will realize something that I'm about to tell you under point number 3, which is connect with the universal self. Now, think of every human being as drops in the ocean. We're all from the ocean, we all are droplets of salt water, we all come from the same place. Essentially, when we go back to the ocean, we are not separate from the ocean, we are the ocean itself. And therefore, every human being's experience, everything that they're learning, everything that they're doing is basically you living out different lives and learning different things, and then coming together and sharing all of that and merging into one. So everyone who you feel jealous of, or everyone who you feel like, okay, they're underprivileged compared to you, essentially they're just you experiencing life in 8 billion different ways. You are everybody, because at the core of your external layers and personalities, or whatever it is, at the core of who you are, at the soul level, you are essentially every human being. Every bad, negative quality, every positive quality, every experience. Think of it all like some sort of big play that's constantly playing out, bringing different lessons, adding to the beauty of the world, to the diversity of the world. It's all you, essentially. You are every human being. So there's no point in feeling jealous of someone else's success, because that's just you in another form. Connecting to that belonging, that inner knowledge that, hey, I'm the same universal being, I'm the same cosmic force that's experiencing life through different bodies and different minds, that's essentially connected to one gigantic mind in the cosmos. I know this whole way of thinking is very out there spiritually, but this really helps you feel like, okay, right now in this body, I can really feel my mind and my body and my being. So I'm going to honor it and experience it to the fullest, because I cannot experience anyone else's life, I can experience mine. So whatever comes with this life, any purpose connected to this life, or anything that I get to do being me, I will honor that, because I have one chance at being me and there's nobody else like me in the world. So I will cherish this, knowing fully that once I connect back to the ocean, I will have the experience of billions and billions of people, and I will feel like I went through those lives. So by living my life well, I'm allowing connected bigger me to have had the fulfilling experience of having lived my life. So this way of thinking really allows you to honor the life you have, good, bad and all, everything, because this is your chance at living in this form. You right now can only feel this form that you're in, so you honor it, because all other parts of you are busy living their lives to the fullest. So you live this one to the fullest, and at the end of the day, at the end of, all of them merging back to the ocean, you will have experience of so many lifetimes. Thinking like this really gets rid of the separation, and ego is all about separation. Ego is all about segregating people, higher, lower, bad, good, etc., etc. The ego loves to make itself feel like it is somebody separate from other people. What going beyond the ego does is it cultivates belonging. When it cultivates belonging, you're more free within yourself to love yourself better, to love others better, to get rid of feelings of separation, to get rid of things that prevent you from flowing in harmony with other people and belonging to other people and allowing them to teach you and giving them the opportunity to learn from you, etc., etc. You are more at peace with existence itself when you are operating beyond your ego. Having said that, ego is necessary. Yes, we do need a healthy ego. You cannot be rid of your human ego, but to use surpassing the ego to instill more confidence in a much more spiritually sound manner that cultivates the kind of self-esteem that contributes to your day-to-day life is something that I would definitely advocate for. Having said that, those were the 3 ways to surpass your ego. Thank you for watching this video. If you like what you saw, please subscribe, comment, leave a like, hit the bell icon, all of that stuff. I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.